When it comes to creating a new business, podcast, radio station, or anything else, choosing a name should feel like the easiest part. But there are various factors to consider. But why is a good radio station name even important? Well, most of your listeners won't stumble upon your radio station by accident. For them, the name is the very first impression of your station. It has the power to entice listeners to tune in and gives an idea of what your station's all about. Needless to say, your radio station name is a big part of your branding too. Radio is an audio format, so your station name is the bit of the branding that will get used most on air. On top of that, the name helps determine how discoverable your station is. So it's pretty important. Pick the right name that resonates with your target audience, and they're more likely to give it a spin. Pick the wrong name, and it will be much harder to get listeners through the door. So how do you choose a searchable and memorable radio name? Nowadays, everyone online has a reliance on search engines, whether that is by typing in their browser or by asking a smart speaker. To find your radio station, people will either say the name or type it, so it needs to be easy to say and easy to spell. Social media remains a powerful way to build an audience and attract listeners to your station too, but platforms such as TikTok and Instagram limit how you can direct people to your station. Now, as a radio station, you're unlikely to be broadcasting via TikTok, but if you make your station name the same as your TikTok handle, it's easily found outside of the TikTok platform, and vice versa. Also, aim for a name you can use across all your social media accounts as well as your website. Of course, there are millions of users on these platforms, so use a tool to check the availability of handles across platforms. While you're at it, check a domain name too to ensure your website matches your station name. You want everything to be aligned so it's as easy as possible for listeners to find you. Why do you actually need a unique radio station name? Well, there are hundreds of thousands of radio stations, and it's an easy mistake to come up with a name that's already being used. But any name you come up with cannot be already in use by another station. What's the problem with that? Confusion. You don't want to spend time and energy attracting listeners only for them to tune into the wrong station. And on a legal note, many radio stations have trademarked their name. Save yourself the headache and double check if your station name is already taken. Some of the ways you might check this is let Google do the work for you and pull results from the web, radio directories, and obviously government trademark registers. If you're in the UK, search for trademarks before committing to the name. If it's taken, it's best to go down another route to avoid conflicts. While choosing your radio station's name has to be pragmatic, there's still room for creativity. You don't need to resort to a name generator, as the results aren't always great. But if you do want some inspiration just from this podcast, well, look no further. Here's 5 of them. Number 5, wordplay and puns. A good trick is using a bit of wordplay. Is there a lyric or expression well known in your target audience's community? Wordplay and puns are a great way to come up with a memorable name. Take Gadio, Kiss Story, or Boogaloo Radio. Doing this lets you ride on the familiarity of an expression while injecting some humor too. Remember, it has to be obvious. Recognition is the name of the game here. For example, featuring club songs, Radio Dance Armstrong, underground songs that never got a break, Top of the Flops, a radio station devoted to ballads,